Welcome back to Upper Mississippi River Valley for my Unreal Dairy experiment. So I have brought you back in, and if you look up to the top right, you'll see we're now in July on year 2. So I have been very busy behind the scenes. I thought it's about time I gave you guys a bit of an update with my progress and the work that's been going on to do this. So firstly, you may notice there is more of these silage silos. I had to put in a third. So we've got that one over there, which comes with the map. The one I originally put in, and I realised very quickly I needed another one because the amount of grass that we are doing is absolutely incredible. And we now have some cows. So let me, if I run down here, there you are. You can just see them if I hop the fence. You see them grazing all down here. We do have cows. Now, we're not at full capacity yet. We are about halfway at capacity, and I've literally just put them in. So this is why I'm bringing you in now at this stage to give you guys an update of the state of play. So let's come into here and have a look what's going on here. So the whiskey production is on the go. I have now got 400,000 litres of corn, 200,000 litres of dry corn, 236,000 litres of barley. We've got the water filled up. I've got nearly 9 million litres of water, and how I've done that is by using a water distributor production there. So I keep that filled up, and then that auto distributes the water, and over time I've managed to get that filled up, and I used a big water tanker to get that going. That took a lot of trips back and forth, but we are now producing whiskey. Now if I visit our whiskey production, you'll see what I've got set up over here. I've got this tractor, this JCB set up here now, and then as the whiskey is producing, it's auto-loading into here, and this will hold 16,000. So we've got 13,000 litres of whiskey now being produced, and then when that gets full, I will go and take that for sale. So we have ourselves a really good income source now, but let me tell you, it's took a lot of work to get to this stage. If we go to the map, and we have a look at what's going on. Now, you remember from, if you watched the last video, which was sort of setting all this dairy experiment up, I had this grass field here. I sold that, donated the money to a local charity. The reason why, it was actually too much. Even using the unrealistic equipment, which is what this is all about, using very unrealistic equipment to do these mammoth fields, that still took ages, and produced a mammoth amount of grass, more than I would need. It was ridiculous, so I got rid of that. And you'll also remember we had this field here and this field here, and this is for like straw fields, so crops that would give us straw. Again, I don't even know if I'm going to really run straw or not, because there's nothing producing manure anyway. So again, sold them off, got rid of them, reduced the workload, and donated money to charity. And we had this for sugarcane. I harvested the sugarcane when it was ready. I sold the sugarcane, and that money has been used to buy cows and do other things with. And then again, I sold the land, and the money I got from the land, again, I took out of the game. So I haven't profited from any of the land that I sold. I did buy this small field for sugar beets, which I now own, and this will just be for our ongoing sugar production for when we're at a stage of doing dairy stuff later. So I now have one cornfield that I turn into dried corn, which is this one, and then one for cornfield that keep as normal corn. These go off once this is dried using the site on the farm, and this goes off to the whiskey production. The barley went off to the whiskey production, and that's why that is now literally, again, just the last time I was on, we've got all that product up there, and then starting the whiskey. And again, it's a lot of driving. I have to drive all the way down here, all the way down to here, all the way down to here. It doesn't, remember, it's a 4X map, so that's a long drive back and forth, just getting those products back and forth to the whiskey production. But we did it, and that's now all in there. So if we come back to the farm here, let's show you what we're doing with cows. So this one here, number B, number B, I've got that filled up. We have got 500 cows in there, and again, they haven't been in there very long. And in this one, number A, that's A, we've got 240, so we're about half capacity of this one, and I haven't got any cows in that bottom one yet. So yeah, about half capacity at the moment. If I go down here and let's show you There you go. So there's the 500 cows there, 240. So as you can see, if we have a look here, productivity is at 40%. They haven't been in there long, but we have got a lot of silage in there. And we can see here that they're going to burn, at the moment, the 500 cows, they're going to burn through 131,000 litres of silage per day. That's at full capacity. So we know if we times that by 3, that number, once all 3 barns are full up with 500 cows, we're going to be burning through about 500,000 litres of silage per day. So that's why we're getting ahead of the game with that. And we can see here they're only going to be 63, but that again, that's at half. So viewing that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, about 1, yeah, about 400,000, something like that per day. We'll work it out when we actually get to full capacity. We're not quite there yet. As you can see, my money's down to 77,000. That's why I had to stop. I can't afford more cows yet. I need to crack on with the whiskey productions and possibly get the beer production up and running. And if I get surplus silage, I can sell some silage off if I need more money. So the goal is to keep on and get the cows up to full capacity and make sure I can feed them. And that is my worry, because I am running with seasons on for this experiment, which means if we come down here, we can see that grass, there is a period of winter where it stops growing, and then you've got to wait to get to growth stage 2. So there's 4 months I'm not going to be cutting grass. And if those cows are burning through 400,000 to 500,000 litres of silage per day at full capacity, I need to make sure I've got about 2 million litres of silage in the bank ready for winter. And that's what I've been working towards. So if we come down here, we can see that in this one here, I've got 1 million litres of grass and 1 million already turned into silage. So that one's at full capacity. This one's got 1 million litres in, so that's 2 million litres of silage and 500,000 ready to be turned into silage. And then this one here, again, and that's, so we've got 3 million litres of silage altogether. And then we've got, what was it, about about 2 million litres of silage, 1 million litres silage, grass ready to turn into silage. So we're kind of at a stage where we've got enough to feed the cows now, and we're kind of at a stage where I think I will, by winter, we will have enough to see us through. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's where I am with this dairy experiment. It's been a lot of work behind the scenes to get to this stage, but I think another 3 to 6 months of game time, we'll have these up to full capacity. I think now we've got the whiskey on the go, and now if we've got surplus silage, for example, if the grass needs cutting and they're all full, then I can sell off 500,000 litres of silage, knowing I can retop it back up again, which is a really good money, that just instantly sorts out money wise. I have got this here now as well, ready for when we're doing the beetroot. Yeah, so I think now one thing I do need to do is, we've got the grass that needs cutting over there, and I think one of the other fields, I forget if it's, oh, is that not touched? Put that back on, I apologize. I think that field there needs doing as well. Again, no, I'm still, and I haven't made my mind up with regards to, am I going to bother to leave a straw swath and pick up the straw if I'm not doing manure anyway? There's no need to do straw bedding. I don't see the purpose unless I'm missing something. So I'm a bit like, is it worth the effort to do that? But what we do want is this grass. That's an absolute yes. So there we go. So that's how unrealistic we're playing here. It's a 50-meter width. Let's turn this on. So let's zoom out a bit so we can see what we're doing. And that's kind of the point. And if you didn't watch the first video, this is why it's called the unrealistic dairy experiment. These fields are huge. If you, and fair play to you, if you were doing this on your own without course play, without auto drive, not doing it on a multiplayer, just you on your own using normal sort of more realistic equipment, that would take so long. Really good. But this, I'm not doing this for the realistic farming experience. This particular map, this particular session that I'm doing is all about using unrealistic equipment, having a bit of fun along the way, and doing an unrealistic dairy experiment where we can have 1,500 cows and see exactly how much food they would require, like how much milk is that actually going to produce, how much slurry is that going to make, you know, and let's see like the stupid money we're going to get to, because we really will get to stupid money. I know now we're up to like 77,000, but I want to get to a point where we should be in the stupid millions with the amount of milk we're making, and once we're getting that milk produced further as well, it's going to get quite redonkulous, which is the point. I want to see how unrealistic can we get with a mammoth dairy farm, and also give us a bit of perspective on, imagine if you really were running a dairy farm of this size, like how much staff you would need, how much equipment you would actually need to run fields of this size, to produce the amount of feed and the amount of stuff you would need for that many cows. You know, in game we can cheat and we can use unrealistic cool stuff like this, but imagine in real life, it really gives you a bit of perspective. But you can see on here, this makes absolute mincemeat of a field of this size. It burns through it quite quickly. And then we'll get this grass in. I haven't been putting any silage additive in. I haven't seen the need to. We're not doing this silage for profit. We're not intending on really selling it. It's just for cow feed, so I haven't worried about doing that. I did originally use the 25 metre header, and I found that even then it was actually, especially on that bottom grass field, the one I haven't got now, that took a long time. Even with that, that's just how big these fields are. So I increased it to the 50 metre, just so it's not taking me too long to keep coming down and doing all this. So that's both grass fields done, and as you can see, when I just do these two grass fields, I've got 1,080,542 litres of grass. So each time this grass needs cutting, I'm getting just over a million litres per cut. And obviously this grass has to be cut every other month, and it's totally a numbers game. So every other month I can get a million litres, and we know the cows are going to burn through 400,000 to 500,000 litres of silage per month, which means they are roughly going to be eating the amount of silage that I am actually producing. So as long as I stay ahead of the game and keep these filled up, every time, as the amount of food I'm putting in should equal the amount of grass that I'm putting in every other month. It should. I can't remember which one of these is the ones that I can fit all the grass in now. I've said that before. Let me go, I think it's one of those two down there, so let's pop down here. But I think before, tricky. I think before next winter, I'll get to a point where I can start selling off the silage, and that's where I'm going to make some real money. Because if I know I'm putting in a million, and I've not the room, I can take out 1 million litres of silage and then just top it back up again and do it that way. Let's see if I can put it in this one. This took quite a bit, so hopefully we can put the rest into this one. There we are, so there's literally 1%, there's 55,000 litres, so I'll leave this here for now, and then next month when it's turned a bit, actually no, will that be full? Let me just check. It could be at a stage where they're now, yeah, that's now completely full. Until I take some silage out, that's full. Until I take silage out, that is full. So actually, yeah, I've now hit a stage where I need to take silage out. So not next month, the month after, when the grass needs cutting again, I now know I can literally take out 1 million litres of silage and sell it, and then let it chug away at that grass so it's empty, and then I can put 1 million litres of grass back in again. In fact, that's probably something I could actually do now, to thinking about it, because I need to have it. If I take out 1 million litres of silage now, it will then start transferring the grass that's in there into silage, then the grass section's empty, so that I can not next month, month after, I'm able to cut the grass, put the grass back in again. Yeah, so yeah, and this is the thing. This is why it's so unrealistic, but this is why I said to you the money is going to massively ramp up, because I'm at a stage now where I'm at full capacity with the silage. I can start selling off 1 million litres at a time to then be able to put 1 million litres of grass back in, as well as obviously taking out silage I need for the cow feed. So yeah, really good. I don't think I need to feed the cows yet, even at half capacity. Yeah, I mean they're... Yeah, so I can actually do that. That's really cool. Okay, and I need to get the... Yeah, I need to get the wheat off of there, and that's something we can either store or sell as well. So that's another job for me to do. Let's just back this up out the way. Let's just put this here for a minute. I'll leave that there for a second. Let's run down to here. I'm thinking we get the harvester out, we go and get that wheat. Okay, so I've just emptied this out. 944,680 litres of silage, and I can tell you now, you have to be patient when you're playing unrealistically. That took a hell of a long time to empty. I have generally been sat here just watching it for quite I don't know, maybe about 15 20 minutes that's taken to empty that out. But now that's empty, I can put this little bit of grass back in. What I've decided to do, I'm going to leave that silage there for now, and then next month in what we are, July, August, I will top up the cows. So let's just put that in. I'll top up the cows, and then whatever's left out of that lot I will take for sale, and then use that money to buy more cows. So when I next bring you in, we may be at full capacity with cows. That's my goal, is to bring you back in when we're at full capacity. So silo wise, if we have a look at the one we've just done, yeah, so I've emptied that out, so that's going to straight away start converting all of that. So next time that will all be in there, that will be empty. So next time we cut the grass, we've got somewhere to put the grass. Bearing in mind we do need to start worrying about feeding the cows now as well, so I do need to take that into consideration. It is literally a numbers game at this point, with a lot of work, a lot of back and forth. I do think I've done that field, as you can see behind me there. I did that, and again, if I show you on here what we've actually got, I got 84,000 litres of wheat. I'm going to keep it because in January it's worth 130,000, or I could process it further and we could do flour. I don't know yet. With regards, I'm thinking about with regards to doing dairy. Milk has started at 14,000. Obviously silage is ridiculous. We've got 1.9 million litres of silage, which is worth about 700,000 at the moment. We're going to be selling off, don't forget, the million that I've got. So based on these numbers, I'm going to get 400,000-500,000, I would imagine. Whiskey production is on the go though, and we're going to keep getting that chugging away, so that's going to start producing an income. But most of our money hopefully is going to come from the excess silage that we don't need for feeding the cows. But I need to crunch the numbers once we're at full capacity to know exactly how much food per month I need to put in versus how much grass per month I'm putting in, to know the excess I can sell, bearing in mind winter time we won't be having any grass coming in. And there's the plane. So I'm going to leave you at that point, and the next time I bring you back into Upper Mississippi River Valley, we'll probably be selling off whiskey, selling silage, cows at full capacity, and then we will see where we go from there. So I hope you've enjoyed, and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you'd like to give the video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, then please do. I do lots of other videos and let's plays and reviews and map tours and things. I'm really trying to sort of build this channel up as best I can. It'd be awesome to have you on board, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.